Well, did you know that 703 million people worldwide do not have access to clean water? That's twice the size of the United States.
Yes, the majority of those impacted live in rural areas, taking hours out of their day gathering water that oftentimes carries diseases and parasites. Not only is today Earth Day, but this week marks National Volunteer Week, and there's an opportunity for you to make a big difference. Just take a trip to the Charity Water Experience in the factory at Franklin.
It's something most of us don't think about on a daily basis: clean water.
Most people wake up and they just take water for granted. It comes out of our taps. We take long showers. We walk up to our refrigerator and clean water comes out of our refrigerators. And for 700 million people, they've never had that experience.
Right now, 1 in 10 people are drinking toxic, contaminated water around the world, a problem that nonprofit Charity Water has been working on for almost 20 years.
So we know how to help every single human being on planet Earth get clean water, but yet, we live in a world where we're looking for water on Mars, and we still haven't provided it for humans here on Earth.
This very real issue hit me hard when volunteering in Haiti. Over 5,000 people at a refugee camp didn't have access to clean drinking water. After seeing their faces, my world changed.
They cut off a foot just to fix it.
And people can learn that, hey, this is a solvable problem.
Charity Water founder Scott Harrison was originally a club promoter in New York City, but felt the calling to do more. So he volunteered in West Africa, and what he saw was also life-changing.
The thing that struck me the most was humans should have clean water. People need clean water to thrive, to be healthy. Schools need clean water. Little girls need clean water. They shouldn't be walking 5 hours a day with hauling dirty water in their backs. So I just came back and said, what if we try to do something about this? What if we rally and start a movement of people who can stand for clean water? What I love about it is you don't have to be religious. You can be religious. You can be a Democrat. You can be a Republican. You can be an independent. Everyone thinks clean water for humans is a good idea.
But you don't have to travel to make an impact. Now you too can make a world of a difference at the Charity Water Experience at the factory at Franklin.
Once you can get people to pause and to contemplate it and to experience. So that's what we're trying to do here.
It's a free interactive tour where you can learn about the water crisis around the world.
This is the water that entire community this is their source. This is where they're getting their water from. So we asked people to pick up 40 pounds of water and give it a shot just for 5 minutes. So people can see some of the different parasites and microorganisms that's in communities' water. We asked people to imagine, a world where water has no color. And, as you can see here from many of the communities that we serve around the world, the water looks gray or brown or orange.
And you too can meet those facing these issues.
You learn about this specific community in Uganda as you walk into the Experience Lab. And you get to walk alongside a 14-year-old girl, and then you meet 12-year-old Grace. So Grace has never had clean water in her entire life. You get to actually see under a microscope some of the things that are in her drinking water. And in the virtual reality film, I don't want to spoil it, but you learn what happens to Grace, and it's very moving. We have a lot of people, lift the headset up, and mascara's running, and even I've seen very big, strong men just in tears after a really moving experience where you're transported to Africa, you're in a village, and you're experiencing how everything changes.
I promise this full sensory experience will have you thinking about water a little differently and hopefully inspire you to get involved.
We're not afraid of talking about the problem, but we really want people to feel inspired because it's a solvable problem. Not all of the problems in the world are solvable. We are not looking for the cure for dirty water. We have the cure. We haven't implemented the cure, and that's what we're asking people to be a part of.
So good. Explore humanity's search for water. Head to charitywater.org to plan your free visit at the Experience Lab. There you can also sign up to give and even sponsor a water project. Help bring clean and safe water to every person on the planet. We'll be right back.